Hello and welcome to the fourth cooperation tutorial on our road to Colonies, the next Terraforming Mars expansion to be released on Steam. Today we're talking about Poseidon, one of the strongest corps to be introduced. I'll tell you when to pick it, how to play it, what milestones and awards to go for, and everything else you need to know. Poseidon starts with 45 MC and no tag. As your first action, you'll get to place a colony for free. In addition, you'll get 1 MC prod whenever anyone places a colony, so including the first free colony you get. When do you want to pick this corp with average starting capital and no tag? Well, the two best indicators are the quality of colony tiles in play and the number of players. If the quality of colony tiles is high and you're playing with 3 or 4 opponents, all players will be racing to get colonies down as fast as possible. If you're the one left in the dust and end up with no colonies on Luna or Pluto, you're in a huge disadvantage. Therefore, getting an instant colony for free is a huge bonus and one of the main reasons to pick this corp. But getting MC prod whenever anyone places a colony is also great in those high player count games. In 2P it can still be strong, but there another indicator is important to consider. Will you be able to trade using power starting in Gen 2? If yes, then your instant free colony can really bring in tons of value throughout the game and be a strong kickstarter for no matter what strategy. But how to play Poseidon? Well, it is quite easy. Poseidon is probably the simplest corp of this expansion. You will want to place colonies, trade regularly, and win. Since placing colonies and trading is so strong in general, you don't have to go out of your way to play this corp to its full potential. With no other cooperation, it's as important to know which colony tiles are the best and how you approach trading in colonies optimally. But I won't reiterate this here. Go watch my colony tiles tier list and my general tips and tricks video on the colonies expansion for this. Both of them are linked in the description. What you'll need to know is that colonies is an engine expansion, and trading with engine colony tiles like Pluto and Luna is generally the best thing you can do. If Pluto is not in game, you should develop card draw. If it is, it's not as necessary. Developing power prod to trade is the most important step towards a successful colonies game. With Poseidon, everything concerning colonies and trading is supercharged and even stronger. Placing colonies in the early game comes with the great upside of 1 extra MC prod. Cryosleep and rim freighters give you more flexibility when trading and make it cheaper, especially useful in higher player count games where colony markers can remain quite low on average. Extra trade fleets, while already insanely busted, are even better for the corp which wants to place more colonies than usual. You get what I mean. Play the colonies cards and prosper. Even the standard project colony can be super useful, which might surprise you if you've never played this expansion. You might say, standard projects are super inefficient. And yes, they are quite inefficient in the base game. On average, they are about 4 MC more expensive than playing a card with the same effect. An SP Ocean costs 18 instead of 11 plus 3 for Subterranean Reservoir. An SP Power costs 11 instead of 7 for Power Plant. But with a price of 17 MC, SP Colony is only 2 MC more expensive than Interplanetary Colony Ship, which costs 12 plus 3 to buy and play. Since you also get 1 MC prod, which is roughly worth 4.5 MC, SP Colonies placed by Poseidon are better value than colonies placed by other corps using cards. This means that if there are multiple great colony tiles in play, especially those which grant prod when colonies are placed on them, you can happily spend your first gen by placing 1 or 2 more colonies using SPs as Poseidon. But remember, MC prod should not be a convincing factor from the mid-game onwards. Only place colonies if the action is worth it on its own. For example, if there are colony tiles that are great for point generation in play, so Miranda, Enceladus or Titan, and you've got the right cards to collect those resources in play. Then a colony in Gen 6, 7 or 8 can still make sense. But the MC prod you get as Poseidon does not really move the needle here anymore, except maybe slightly in case Banker is funded. What milestones and awards are best for this corp? Poseidon really only excels on Specialist and Banker due to its ability. When playing this corp, you're also heavily incentivized to develop power prod, so Energizer also feels natural. But basically every other corp also wants to trade and go for this milestone if possible. But that's it, everything there is to know about Poseidon. It's straightforward to play and quite strong. But how do you like the corp and do you have any more tips and tricks for it? And if you do not want to miss any videos on this road to the Colonies release, then make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.